Saludos y bienvenidos a My Barely Famous Life. Mi nombre es Cintia Martínez y hoy en Barely Famous on the Go estamos cubriendo un evento llamado las cenas empresariales. Estas cenas empresariales tenemos la oportunidad de compartir con varios speakers que ahora mismo están haciendo que las cosas sucedan y nos van a ayudar a inspirar mucho para que nuestra economía de Puerto Rico y globalmente se siga moviendo. Así que vengan conmigo para que se inspiren. Hola, estamos de vuelta aquí después de una de las charlas. Right now we are with Connor. We're going to do this in Spanglish. So Connor has an amazing story. Okay, tell us what do you do?
I help companies now connect with the younger generations through marketing and branding strategy to help them develop and curate a more meaningful and impactful strategy to get an ROI with the younger generations.
The best thing about Connor is this: how old you are.
I'm 16.
How old you are again?
16.
If it hasn't synced in, you have to connect with Connor. And you're going to have all the social media. In his talk, that was very inspiring for me. I was on the edge of my seat. He shared 7 steps. And I wanted to share it with you because we need to be the force that moves our world in a positive way, okay? Connor, share the 7 steps.
Yeah. So a little bit of context, it's the 7 steps help you figure out like who you are, and when you do take that step back, if you do hate your job, if you hate where you're at, or you just want to go into a new direction, I think taking a step back and going through the 7 steps I'm about to explain is the perfect way to find out. So you write down 7 steps, 1 through 7, and then you ask yourself why. Why do you do what you do? So you start with 7. So number 7 for me is freedom. I do what I do for freedom. Number 6 is money. And number 5 is the relationships. So just thinking off the top of my head, doing what I do it for those 3 reasons. When you get to 4, you think from your head when you do the first 3. But when you get to 4, it starts to sink in. You're like, ooh, now I have to start to really think about what I'm going to respond. So you take a step back in the third person. And then for me, I forget what my 4 was, but that's when it set in. And then 4 is where you start to really ask yourself why. And then you'll get to 3, 2, 1. And that's when it goes from your head straight to your heart. So for me, it was all of those teachers and people who doubted me because I couldn't sit still, couldn't talk a lot in class. That's my why. That's why I do what I do. It's to prove them wrong and then use it as a driving force. So I think the 7 steps is a huge tool for people to be able to take a step back and understand how they work. Gary Vaynerchuk, someone I highly recommend checking out his content, he says all the time, self-awareness is the game. So if you know, if you know what you're good at and you know how you're going to do it, how you interact with certain things, then there's nothing that can stop you because education is truly limitless.
Oh, that was very inspiring, and a lot of conflict we have sometimes with the relationship we have of money. You shared something really, really cool, that money was the freedom chips.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think money is just freedom chips for me. I mean, the true key to happiness is doing what you want. I talk a lot about the real definition of ROI as well. So when you hear ROI, you think of return on investment. For me, it's return on interactions. So investing in authentic relationships, engagement, that'll trump money every time, and then you'll get more freedom chips.
And he has a very, very impactful testimony because when he was in high school, a lot of people didn't believe in
Middle
him.
school,
Middle school.
High school now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember now. He's 16. Yeah. When you were in that age gap, you had a lot of people that didn't believe in you. So if you can share some of your testimony and also some inspiring for all the rebel with causes we have out there, what inspiration you could give them?
I mean, for me, a little bit of my story is I started all these non-legitimate businesses from age 8 through 14. At age 14, I almost got expelled from school. I heard the word entrepreneur for the first time. And then my dad, who's an entrepreneur as well, was like, you need to do something legit that could bring actual value to people. So that's just kind of how my story went. I'm losing my train of thought. Well, what was it again? It was
okay. That's some inspiration you could give for all the people who are having conflict.
Yeah, I think do what you hate It's the best way to do it. Like, I hated writing, but I had to figure out to find a way to love it. So I did what I hate, and then it'll just fall. Like, if you can imagine a small snowball at the top of a really snowy hill, doing what you hate is literally you punting it down the hill to pick up more snow. And as it slowly accumulates, it'll just turn into a huge ball of snow. And then in essence, that's you trying and trying and trying, failing, and then getting really smart and good at it. And then you can just be a beast at whatever you do.
Okay, so let's go and be beasts. So thank you very much, Connor.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks so much for having me.
Kieran O'Reilly. Hi, Kieran.
Hi, Barely Famous.
Yay! He's the best. I am addicted to gifts. So his company is built, and he's going to talk a lot about gifts right now.
Yeah, awesome. So gifts.com is a place where anyone can create and edit their animated GIFs and short videos. People have shorter attention spans, so to all of you marketers, influencers, soon-to-be startup people, create animated GIFs online. They will help you get sales and engage your users.
And yeah, engage users. That's why you see a lot of gifts in my blog. A lot. And Kieran, your talk was amazing. I was very inspired. And you are the true meaning of Barely Famous. We have rebel with cause, and you're a big rebel with a big cause. And talk about your rise to the position you're right now. What did you go through?
Yeah, definitely. So when we started out, it was me and my brother. My brother is one of the most inspirational, smartest people that I know. Shout out to you, Rory. And we were at Harvard, and we had this idea, and that's all we really had was just an idea. We wanted to make it easy with GIFs, to find them, to send them, to create them, all about that. And that was really the only thing we had. We didn't have money, we didn't have connections, we didn't know anybody, we didn't know how to build websites, we didn't know how to build apps, but we went with it. We moved to San Francisco on a whim, struggled to find places to stay, to pay San Francisco rent, etc. But we really got helped out by a lot of people along the way, whether that's a professor who found us a place to stay for free in San Francisco, or Google, which paid all of our server costs, or other people who just gave us a word of advice or a friendly word that made us feel special. And all of these people just helped us out so much, and eventually, through hard work and struggles, we got to the point where we can be, one of the world's largest GIF creators.
That's very, very inspiring, because sometimes we just build up excuses to not get to where we want in life. So I really want to congratulate you to having the determination to get where you want to go. And if you can share something about team building, because you had to work with one person that's family, and it's not easy working with family. What advice could you give?
I would say that you want to find the smartest people around you to inspire you and continue to work with, because if you find people who are so-so and that you're not happy with, that's just going to compound when you're working with them day in and day out. I spend literally 24 hours a day with my brother and with our team, just working together, building things. Every day we talk. They become your family. They become your friends. It's really important to get that community right. So when you're deciding, to start a business, to grow someone, to add someone to your team, look and see, do you think this is a good person? Is this person, a nice person? Is this someone that I want to be around? And if those answers are yes, definitely add them, because good people are hard to find.
I totally agree. So connect with Kieran. He's awesome. He has amazing energy, and trust me, he's a very inspiring entrepreneur. So thank you for existing and having an amazing company. Hoy quería preguntarte, pero necesito que seas sincera conmigo. ¿Tienes problemas con la organización? ¿Necesitas saber cómo cuadrar efectivamente tu tiempo? Pero mejor que todo, necesitas resultados y ahora, porque no tienes ni idea de cómo mercadearte correctamente, tanto en tu trabajo como en tu negocio. Hoy tengo soluciones para ti. Quiero que corras a mi página, a cynthiammartinez.com, y te enteres de todos los bootcamps y entrenamientos intensivos para alcanzar acción masiva que tenemos. El 2016 puede ser clave para ti, pero solamente necesitas tener acción intencional y comenzar a trabajar en eso ahora. No te preocupes, que yo estoy aquí para ayudarte. Así que corre, ve a cynthiammartinez.com para que te enteres de todo lo que va a estar sucediendo. No te quedes afuera, los espacios son limitados, mis entrenamientos son intensivos para que veas resultados ya.
Así que corre, no sigas viendo el video. Bye.